Excuse me. Okay. Great game. Really pleased with how everything worked out. It was an awesome game by our seniors. I thought they set the tone early and did a tremendous job. Like I told the crowd and I've told them, they put a lot of energy. They re-energized our basketball program. I'm really excited for them and happy for them and appreciative of everything that they've done. They're great examples. They produce on the court. And, it's a good group. It's a different feeling out there on senior night. I'm glad they got a chance to just get, the accolades and the appreciation from the fans. We obviously have a lot more games left. So, it's not one of those tear-jerking moments. So we've got a lot to do. But and then I can't say enough about Philly and how she played, to make this her swan song at Matthew Knight Arena. She's had a lot of really good moments. This is maybe the best. And it was pretty cool.
Sort of up and down for production. And most of her best seasons or best games are like the last couple seasons. For it to happen tonight on senior day, can you speak to just the significance of
Well, she's meant so much to the program. She's been here for the highs and for the lows, and she's just been a steady kind of force within the program. When we were recruiting last spring, she met with every recruit. She was the one that was, that helped us build this thing. She's invested into the University of Oregon. I think she loves the fans. She's appreciative of the fans, and you can tell they appreciate her and love her back. So, yeah, I'm just happy she, had this kind of game in her final game here. But, boy, if she continues to play like that, I'm not saying she's got to get 20 and 25 every game, but if she's a force like that, we're a different team. We become a different team.
Over the last couple of seasons, what has she meant just to you, to trust you, to stay here through those ups and downs and finish her career here?
Well, I owe her a ton. She stuck it out. And, and I think what that's going to do is, for the rest of her life, that's a character move. If you remember when she got here, she struggled to look people in the eye, looked down a lot, always had her hood on. And to see how she's just grown up, it's amazing. She is such an impressive person. Even more so than she is a basketball player. And that, us coaches, to me, that's kind of what it's all about, really. To see her grow as a player. We've seen it night in and night out. But most importantly, who she's become. I think that's why we do what we do. And she is the poster child for that. Every Duck fan should be grateful that we had a chance to enjoy her for 4 years and now follow her journey after she leaves her. But I'm just really happy for her.
The seniors that obviously gave this year a chance here at Oregon, can you speak to just even Deja, Alexis, just as many as you can get through, just in how big they were and just what it meant to have their leadership this season?
Well, I owe them a great deal of gratitude just because they gave us a chance, and we obviously gave them a chance too, but they came in and they knew what we needed to do as a program to get back to where, we've been, and they've helped us to that end. So I owe them a ton. To see them every day, we do not have cliques on the team. They are great leaders. They're great young women. They're great teammates. And just if you come to our practice, you'll see Deja or Peyton, pull Katie Fiso aside and just, you can tell they're talking about, the game and what she can do different. And so their legacy, they've left a nice legacy, but I think it will continue. We're not done with seeing the impact that this group has had on the program. So I'm very grateful for all of them. Lexi, Solly, I feel bad that Solly just never got a chance, her body at 25 years old or 26, I'm not sure. She's up there. It just didn't allow her to play. But Nani, Peyton obviously has meant a lot to the program. You mentioned Deja. Deja's had an incredible year. It was fun to hear them talk about her accolades. And she's obviously been a decorated player, but career highs in rebounding, in assists, in steals. So as much as she has accomplished, she went above and beyond. I think I hit them all. Okay. When there's 6 of them, it's not easy. When you're my age, you forget things.
When you think back to like where this program was on senior night last year, and then how you're closing out this game, you're able to sub out your stars and you want to give them that ovation. What does that say kind of about the mentality that this program has and how that has developed over the last year?
Yeah, well, in some ways we started from scratch, and these guys are the one that, they clawed to where we are now. We had a great home season, 15-3 here at home. Our 3 losses were to 2 of the top 4 teams in the country, and Maryland, another ranked team. The crowd support this year, I think we're top 15 in the country in attendance, and we treated them to a lot of close games, and in those games their energy helped us through. So I'm not sure we win them all in those 1 and 2 point games without that support that we've gotten from the fans. So I think where we're at now with really good young kids that are ready to move on, and the mantle will be passed to them. Our recruiting's gone well. We still have a lot more to play for. I think a program now from where it was a year ago is completely different place.
These senior days, obviously throughout your career, I'm just wondering, every year does it get harder? Does it get easier? I mean, you watch, a lot of these women develop right in front of your eyes. What is it like for you this day, and what does it mean for you specifically?
Well, on this day, it's always about them. I'm glad they got a chance to kind of get recognized one by one as they came out of the game. This is what we do, and it's kind of the circle of life, right? Every 4 years, you get a new group that comes in, and the great thing about coaching is hopefully you can stay in their lives, and I don't know how many weddings I've been to. I've been, there when kids were born, and when they get their big, either their honorary degrees or, life successes. It's really rewarding, to see them. And this group especially, I'm not sure I've ever had a group of seniors that, this smart. We've got 3 or 4 getting their graduate degrees while they're here, and they've got bright futures. Some of them definitely in the profession of basketball, but others and they're going to be successful in whatever they do. Honestly, this is an amazing group.
Had a rough shooting stretch kind of mid-season, but I think the last 2, maybe 3 weeks, she's really been on point. She helped you pull out some of these clutch games down the stretch. She was great against Nebraska. What do you think has helped her turn the corner here as the season is winding down?
You'll have to ask her that. I don't know if she's going to be one of the ones coming in, so I wouldn't attempt to answer it. I think she's just, she's a grinder. She never got down, and she's had her ups and downs, but boy, she's playing well when we really need it. That's the most important thing. She's been in big games. She's been to the NCAA tournament. Not a lot of our players have. So we're going to rely on her down the stretch to, for her leadership and obviously her production. But that's a great question to ask her.
Talked a lot about this season, about the development, and there's also been a lot of ups and downs, and you've been through these motions plenty of times. Do you feel like right now where this group is at, that you've hit the stride where you want to hit, heading to the last game against Washington, and of course moving on to the Big Ten tournament?
I think we're playing pretty well. I really do. We're 10-5 over our last 15 games in conference. Our offense is starting to click a little bit. Struggled a little tonight, but that's coming around. Unfortunately, our defense is kind of let down, but we defended well tonight. If we can put those 2 aspects together, we have a chance to be a really good team and a tough out in whatever tournament we're playing in. I like how we're playing right now. I really do. And playing in this kind of conference, in my opinion, the best conference in the country, it prepares you once you get to that postseason.